Before we get started with today's video, we have an interesting new sponsor. Today's video sponsor is Lucy. This one is for those of you out there that might struggle with smoking. Every smoker knows that, for one, it's horrible for you. But aside from inhaling the smoke, it stinks up your clothes and it heavily devalues any place that you live or any car that you drive. The reason I'm telling you guys about this today is because you guys know I obviously care about you guys. From the daily advice at the end of my videos to stuff like this. Lucy is a cleaner nicotine alternative as opposed to smoking tobacco. We got a few different flavors for you. We got wintergreen, pomegranate, and cinnamon. This was developed by two Caltech scientists that felt that current alternatives weren't speaking to their generation correctly. Lucy's team has worked diligently for years to rebuild this sort of thing from the ground up. It's also discreet and you can do it anywhere and anytime. You don't have to worry about people breathing in secondhand smoke or yourself smelling bad. I care about you guys and I care about your lungs. So what I want you to do is just check this out. If you guys go to lucy.co and use my code Shanks, I can save you guys 20% off your first order today. I have friends out there that smoke all the time and I know how bad it is for them and they know it is too. If you guys are looking for a cleaner alternative for smoking tobacco, check Lucy out. If you guys have any more questions about the product and the specifications, you can go to the link below. You can also use my code Shanks to start living a little cleaner lifestyle if you already are smoking tobacco. Be healthy guys and be clean. Let's go to the video. That was a lick from somebody I'm a huge fan of, Aaron from Intervals. I wish you could see this because he's never made tabs for this, I don't think. He posted it to his story one time. It's my favorite lick he's ever made. I want to learn it, so huge fan of him. But I want to do a guitar intro, but anyways, let's go. So we recently finished this. This is the Miata I built for my sister. I bought it for her off of Copart with the intent of fixing it and modifying it. I'm gonna do two things this video. I'm going to give you information on how much it cost to fix the car to get it back to where it was drivable. Then I'm going to go over the modification side. So for one, if you guys are curious how much it might cost to just fix a Miata to have one for yourself before we did all this, then I'm gonna do that. But a lot of people also wanna know what it costs to get the Miata to right here where it sits right now. So let's go. What is your dream car?
Right now, like, my favorite car is a Miata. I don't know why, I just really...
Miatas are fun.
They're so cute. I saw one driving here and I almost started screaming.
I've thought about getting one again. That'd be super fun.
I love them.
I want to buy Jaren a Miata. That's like her, she said that's her dream car. It's got a little bit of front end damage, but a fender for this car is $100, and I'm just gonna replace all the suspension parts and do a suspension, just a full build with her anyways, so. I got it! Let's go! Wow, all right, easy enough. This car is actually incredible, literally except for the fender, which I already have at my house right now. Oh my God, dude, I'm just reminiscing. I love, oh, it's stinky. She spilled something. You wanna know the best part about it? It's yours.
It's mine?
Yep.
What? Excuse me?
It's yours.
What?
I bought it for you. Look at this stank. It's like over here.
Oh my God.
Look at that, dude. That's definitely whipped cream. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All the way out. Go, go, go. Send it, send it.
Should we get a chainsaw?
I'm about to.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's gross. You match?
Yeah.
Oh, cause you got the stanky leg going on? Nice. Little love. All right, now go ahead and get your little wheel off. Do that, there you go. See, that is not supposed to be bent at all. You good, go ahead, pull the trigger. Take it out of there. Nice, oh. She got a little crunchy in here. Like, what if I just wanted to just It's maybe one of the worst tie rods I've ever seen in my, I mean, dude, like the hub, I'm not even sure if, I mean, everything got to come off of this thing. That is really bad though. Here you go, here you go. Get it out of there, get out of there, yeah! There you go. Boom. This is just a stamped piece of metal that, there you go. Tang Yang?
What?
You got, oh, Tong Yang? You got yourself a Tong Yang fender.
Yeah.
This is sketchy. I cannot get this bolt out. 3 hours, I think, later. All right, round 2. The guy who packaged your seats last time.
I love him. Got you. I really want to sit in it again.
These are the suede A4s. So, June, you got some suede. Look at that. Some suede seats in the yacht. Dang. They're not tight, not all the way tight.
Oh my god.
So you might need to go way up high.
My body will allow me to do that.
Oh, listen, I got it if I need to. Tap out. Tap out. Ooh, it closes. Nice. What is that? What did Santa give you? Yeah, it's called?
No.
Called a ball joint. Isn't that so fun? You know what that is?
No, why does
That
it
is
already come with
that is a tie rod.
Why does it already have stuff on it?
Because it's neat. It has to be lubricated. Oh, sparkly! Look at that. Look at that little mini boy. Look at how little it is. Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think that's a donut. Oh. Oh, that's disgusting. Nope. Nice. This is supposed to be straight. That is supposed to be completely straight. Look, the threads.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it's very... I ain't never seen anybody with bigger wrenches than me. I ain't never seen 2 pretty big wrenches.
It's always one of them gotta be small and ugly.
Floor. She about to be low. Jaren. It's fixed. Yeah, it's so low. It's nice. Whoa.
So nice.
No freaking way, dude. We did it, boy. Oh my God, guys. I gotta take a pic for the gram.
Oh, she's gonna love this.
There we go, a little burnout action, baby. Let's go. Money. A little bit money.
I did it.
Ready? Red light. Oh, never mind, it's green now.
Oh my god.
It's green. Oh, shoot, you're gonna get us kicked out. Oh my God. Oh.
It slipped. I did it too much. I did it too much.
He hoy me hoy? Yes. That guy? Why do you feel like him? Oh, because you got the pencil. Surprise! There's your front bumper. That's gonna look so sick. Holy smokes, dude. I don't think this Miata's engine bay has been this clean since 1996. That is a OEM hardtop, Jaren. right. There you go, nice. Oh, that was so sketch. Oh, we need some pics for the gram, Jaren. This thing, nice. I am taking her Miata to go get it wrapped. She does not know that I'm getting it wrapped. She has no idea what color we're doing. This one I think she would like a ton.
But darker.
But darker, yeah. Oh! Jaren's got a cooler car than most people I know. That's awesome. No, she's getting 3-piece wheels made for it, so it'll be. Made this color for you. We called it Midnight Wine. But this is black in the shade. Like, if you come over here and you like look at it from a distance, it looks black.
That's so cool.
Oh my god! Hey!
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool!
Let's go!
This is a sacred moment. I want to cherish it.
Huge.
Yeah, those are so cool!
It's literally the most gorgeous thing.
So pretty.
This is the mintest car I've ever seen. This is the coolest Miata ever. Let's go! Boys, we did it. Dude, how fast? I'm literally like speechless. This is awesome. Try and avoid this ugly puddle. You guys can see the Miata. Last thing I'll say is it is kind of upsetting too, because this week I was supposed to have my signature 3-piece wheels. I have uploaded my tune for my AMG GTS and now makes 650 horse. I can't drive it right now. I can't enjoy it for the first time. I'm super bummed about that. And AMG's body kit was supposed to ship off. Ice is falling off my truck. And I was supposed to pick up the next giveaway car by now so I can start working on it to have it ready for the giveaway time period. Man, I hope this snow clears up. Not to beat a dead bush, but like that's kind of how serious it is when it snows down south. Like we don't have any services available. We don't have technicians, plumbers, we don't have postal services. UPS, USPS shuts down. That should show you how bad our highways are or how bad the prep is. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on the Miata. Like I said, I've got this broken down into 2 parts. I've got what it took to fix the car and then what it took to build the car. And before I tell you guys how much everything costs, this will always vary between builds. The main reason I picked this car, there was so little wrong with it and so little was broken that I knew it wouldn't take a bunch of time and extra money to get it going, but it did still cost a decent amount of money. So here we go. Miata cost breakdown. Oh my God. That scared the shit out of me. Ice keeps falling off my truck and it scares me. Jaren, I wish you could be here, but you can't drive in this nastiness. For starters, I bought the Miata. I won the bid at $2,500. Whenever you buy something off of Copart, there's always a pretty large buyer's fee. I'm gonna say $3,200 on the car itself, which really isn't that bad because if you look at prices of Miatas lately, decent ones that are as clean as this one was despite it being wrecked are going for $5,000, $6,000, sometimes $7,000. So aside from this thing being stinky and broken, it was a nice Miata, so I wanted that for my sister so she could have a nice car that wasn't bunky. And I'm not gonna include this. This varies whenever you buy stuff like this, but you have the cost of shipping or the cost of diesel to go. And I think I spent like 100, 150 bucks in diesel. You obviously have to buy a trailer, or you have to pay for shipping, which I think is like 500 to 1,000 bucks. $3,200, it's our base. The first thing I bought was the Tong Yang, the fender. The fender was an easy fix. That was basically the only thing on the outside that was broken, and so I bought that first. The main thing was I needed to get it onto a lift and check and see what was broken on the inside. Things that were broken on the inside: the upper control arm bolt, the tie rods, the lower ball joint, the spindle, the coilover, everything, the strut and spring and everything like that were all broken. Once I got onto the lift, I just had to start taking everything apart. Everything that was bent or broken, I had to take it off and buy a new OE or very lightly used replacement part for it. So the fender was 100 bucks. The next thing was obviously the suspension. To be safe, I replaced probably a little more than I should. Thankfully, the subframe was not bent, because if the subframe was bent or the lower control arm was bent or the chassis was bent, that would add another $500 to $1,000 onto it easily. The upper control arms I got are $300. They're about the same if you just get the OE one. So I was like, you know what? I spent 50 more bucks, get full adjustment out of them, that's a win. I had to replace the inner and outer tie rod of the Miata. If you don't remember how bent that bit was, it was bad. So the inner and outer tie rods from my local parts store were 75 bucks. I also replaced the lower ball joint, which attaches the lower control arm to the spindle. I also replaced the spindle because the spindle is behind the hub. That's one of the last things you ever want to break on your car. So I got one that was slightly used. I got it for free from a friend, but if you had to do this, it would cost you about 150 bucks, if not upwards of that from OE or your local parts store. I decided to go for coilovers on this. You don't have to, but if you want to replace the shock or the strut and the spring, it's really not that much more to go for a nice, decent set of BC Racing BR coilovers. You can go as high or low as you want on this. You can buy really cheap coilovers, but BRs are my favorite mid-tier, good, streetable coilovers, and those are $900. Another thing way later in the build is I found out that the rear brake had stopped working. I knew the whole time that the e-brake didn't work, but the rear brake had stopped working, so I had to replace the caliper and the pad. That together ended up being about 100 bucks. Thankfully, it is a Miata, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this one, because everything is pretty cheap for them. For a bunch of miscellaneous parts, we're talking like fluids, maybe some tools I had to buy. There's a lot of nuts and bolts. Another ice just fell. It scared the crap out of me. Random nuts and bolts that you had to buy that really wouldn't have been an option, or maybe even tools to get the job done. About $200 in miscellaneous stuff. So far, we are, sans diesel or shipping, we are at about $5,125, $5,125. Now, before I say anything else, that's without replacing the front wheel that was in fact broken. So you would have needed another wheel and tire, but that obviously is up to your discretion, and that's your spending habits, whether poor or good. So you can get an expensive 3-piece wheel like this, or you can get a lesser expensive cast wheel like we had on it before. That would have been about 1,000 bucks or so, but then you'd have to get all 4 if you wanted new wheels. So I left that one out, but to replace all of the suspension components and get the car to where it could drive on the road again, we spent a total of $5,125. To be fair, that's also with no labor costs. That was me doing everything myself, and that's also with me with thousands and thousands of dollars of tools. So this can change heavily. I hope this information is helpful to you, because if you're looking at this, sometimes it really is worth spending $1,000 more on a clean title Miata, because now, even though I've spent $5K into this, or a little over $5K, or $6,000 with new wheels, it's now a rebuilt title car. But we don't care about that, because we're not gonna sell the car. We're gonna sit on this. I'm not ever letting Jaren sell it. We're gonna keep this thing forever, because these things are awesome. They're time machines, and they're only going up in value. It is what it is. Also, the time I got with Jaren was more important than the investment itself, and also I made tons of really fun videos and really great content. Now, I wanna move on to the build aspect. I'm gonna leave out some little stuff like I shift knob and the freaking air fresheners and crap like that. Those are all small things that are super easy to do in your own time. I'm gonna go over the big things on how we got it to this level. And the nice thing is, the coilovers and the control arms and stuff like that, that all was incorporated into the cost beforehand. You would have had to fix that no matter what, so that's already part of the build at this point. What I'm gonna start off with is the seats. Now, I didn't talk about the interior mold and stuff like that earlier. I guess that's kind of a crucial point, but the seats didn't have to be replaced. There was one seat that really was hopeless. And the carpet was basically fixed. Their mold was removed after we did some heavy cleaning. But anyways, new seats. So these Corbeau A4s, these are the suede A4s, one of my favorite seats that Corbeau makes. They retail about $800 shipped. The body kit's cool, and again, this is up to your spending habits. I went with an eBay kit because I'm pretty good at body work, and honestly, it really doesn't matter. It was a wrecked car anyways, like, I don't need to ball out on a deuce kit. The body kit was actually only $650 shipped to my door. It was from eBay, but it fit fine, obviously. The car looks incredible. Like, the skirts fit well, the front bumper fits really well. The oil leak in the engine bay clean, that was a video that we did. I spent about $150 on getting a new gasket, $150 on a bunch of cleaning products and making it good, including the paint that we did. We made the paint look, like, we made the engine bay look incredible after that video was done. The hard top plus all the stuff that I needed to fix it, even though it really never even got fixed. The hard tops go for about $1,000 now. You can get lucky and maybe find them for $600 to $700, but this is an OEM fiberglass hardtop that's Mazda branded with a glass rear. After that, the wrap. So wraps vary everywhere. Because this is such a small car, it's obviously much more cost efficient to wrap it. Brett does an incredible job, plus his prices compared to vinyl wraps are incredible. It's about $1,000 to $2,000 plus. It just depends. If you wanted to paint the whole car, it'd be $4,000 to $5,000. But we wrapped it, let's say $1,500 for a nice round number there for the wrap. Could be $1,200, I don't know. I'm just giving you a round number in case you were doing it. Now here's the hard part here. The wheels, we kind of balled out on. Heritage is a sponsor of mine, so I work with them on getting wheels. They make incredible stuff, and as you know, they are CNC 3-piece wheels. I'm just gonna include like the custom lug nuts and stuff like that in that. And then tires installed were about $600, give or take. Again, this is a lot of give or take. There's not a solid number because there's not ever consistency really, because these parts fluctuate a lot up and down. And something that I probably won't include, but is important to note, the car did need a lot of fender work, which I myself am good at. If you do it yourself, you need a fender roller and at least a hot air gun, a heat gun. That alone is probably $125, $100 for the set if you go really cheap. I also had to modify it for it to work on the Miata. You have to consider the welder and some of the thousands of dollars of tools that I just bought over there to build stuff like that. If you brought it to a body shop or somebody that does stancy stuff or fender rolling, usually I want to say fender rolling is somewhere between the $250 and $400 range, but I'm not going to include that because that's again up to you if you have the tools in your garage. So I know it's a lot. The wheels really kind of kick this price up a ton, but I wanted to ball out for the sis and get her the coolest wheels possible for the Miata. I don't care, that's non-disputable. I don't care if you think you've seen another better Miata, this one's cooler. I'm just playing, there's a lot of really cool Miatas out there. This is probably nowhere near as cool as the coolest ones out there, but in terms of just stance, wheel fitment, body kit fitment, interior and exterior and wrap, you combine all those things, like it's clean. Obviously we haven't done any exhaust modifications or we didn't do any intake stuff. Like that stuff's useless on these cars, plus they sound ugly and disgusting when you put an exhaust on them until you do boost, which that might be a thing in the future. But for now I want her to have a safe, low horsepower Miata that she can putt around town in and learn stick. I'm incredibly pleased with the outcome of this. It's pretty cool to have a vision come to life for stuff like this. A lot of people saw the Miata the first time I got it and were like, there's no way that'll ever look cool. You know, like this, it looked ugly. It really did. It was bunky, it was bad, and I had this exact vision in my head the whole time. I really wanted it to look super cool. Obviously, I let her pick out a lot of parts, but I surprised her with a lot of stuff as well. Because like that's what I do. I build cars for a living. She obviously has input on colors and stuff like that, but I'm the one that does the specs and has to figure out the logistics and all the really complicated stuff. So I'm pretty proud of how this came out, honestly, especially with all things considered, aside from the wheels, like everything was pretty budgeted. Like everything was pretty low cost, cost friendly. I seeked out every opportunity to save a little bit of money where I could. If I could save $25 or $50, I did that. Obviously, there's lots more we can do to the car, that she can do to the car, lots more fun we can have with the car. But for now, this is the official transformation video of the completely wrecked Miata up to a kitted and stanced, like really cool, clean looking Miata. I don't want you guys to think that it's over. Jaren's not gonna be in the videos anymore. I want her over as much as possible, but she's still in high school. She's finishing up her senior year, and she's super busy, so she can't always be here. So, and honestly, I kind of hope she doesn't go to college next year, so she can be over more. But that's selfish of me to say because, you know, college is good to go to. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the kind of the sort of family vibes that we brought to the channel for once. I know Victoria is in and out with the channel because she's so busy with 5.3 supply. She really doesn't have any time to be in the videos or make her content of her own. So it also was definitely nice to just have somebody around the shop, especially being my sister. Here's a clip the day I took the 11-hour, 12-hour trip to go pick up the car and why I decided to do it. A lot of you guys might wonder why I'm doing this. I've had a lot of fun with Jaren over the past like 4 or 5 months after I started doing some wide body stuff on her Focus. And it's been fun having her over. Like, she's been helping us with 5.3 supply and stuff like that too. We love having her over. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, our parents got divorced when we were really young, and I ended up living with my dad. She ended up living with my mom. And whenever my parents got divorced, I was in high school and she was in grade school. We have a pretty big age gap. And whenever they got divorced, that was right whenever I had to start growing up and I had to get a job. I was working full time in high school and stuff. And so like, we didn't get a lot of time together after that. And you know, now she's about to go off to college, and who knows, you know, life changes so crazy after that. And so I'd really like to just do something with her and enjoy the rest of the time that I have with her, depending on where she goes to college. And I don't know where she's gonna go off to school or anything yet, or what she's gonna do, but it's just something that I really wanted to get her, just so that we can continue to have some fun and spend time together. This was really fun because, like, obviously she's busy, you know, she's doing school, and I wanted to make an excuse to give an excuse for her to spend a little more time with me, especially before life started happening, especially before like serious dating, like post high school type dating or college. Like, I know how busy I was in college. I really didn't have time for anything. So this was one of the last opportunities. I wanted to seize that and make sure that Jaren and I could have a lot of fun together. And it honestly feels like I didn't spend enough time with her, even though this whole transformation took a few months and she was over here plenty. Like, I look back and I still wish I could have spent more time with her even. So that definitely gives some incentive doing some more stuff in the future. But guys, just my encouragement to you guys today, my daily advice, I suppose, for you guys today is just to seize the moment and cherish the journey. Okay, that sounds like cringy and Disney-esque, but what I want you guys to know is a lot of people spend their entire lives getting to one point, and they look back and realize really the good times or the times they wish they were at the end. A lot of people completely bypass the journey, even though the journey is the most important part. Like, they want this end goal, but really best part was how they got there. What they should have done was seized every second they could have on the journey. Even though sometimes it's hard, it's painful, it's rough, don't have destination fever. It's good to just seize the moment, whatever it takes. Love you guys. And I'm so happy we were able to do this build, and I'm excited for whatever else we gotta do, because I got endless ideas, boy. Let me tell you what. Stay tuned on the channel. I've got so much stuff coming, and we've got a giveaway starting hopefully in March if this weather clears up and I can go get the car. Make sure you're subscribed and the notifications are on, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out. Hey, I got 2 videos for you, boys. Make sure you guys watch those 2 videos in front of you, and also, like I just said, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell, turn the notifications on so you can get my video notifications, and it's just gonna make your life better, bro.